Hi beautiful beings of light, this is Yana and welcome to my November video of 2022, going through the eclipse portal, right? And in a couple of days we're going to have a full moon in Taurus, so lots of transitioning, right? Transformation, of course, intense energies, and we've been talking about it, and it can be very challenging, but you know, those who are doing the inner work, building that inner core, right? You know, this is the only place you really hold on to that inner spark that is within that sacred chamber of your heart. That's what matters, because everything else is collapsing, right? All this chaos, all this violence out there, right? And it's not only like what we see, so many things actually exist and we don't see them. That's why we encourage people to open your third eye and start seeing multidimensionally, because the work that I do, the Ashtar Command, the galactics, right, the solar rishis, we're actually here to removing all these parasites and these implants that was inserted in that false matrix, right? Of the black magicians, of the archons, right, the chimera group, DARPA. And so, again, the military department, this kind of those are the warriors, right? That's we're dismantling that and just kind of ejecting all these spirits of imposters and kind of the clone. There are all these clone entities as well, who are kind of portraying themselves as, they're the righteous and things like that. And guys, that's why being humble, simple, walking on these energies of working on yourself and walking in energies of love and faith and trust and grace and gratitude and being simple and honest and modest. This is the only way to go, so you can open your third eye and see really what this is all about. What you see is not what you see, and hear half only of what you hear. So we had all these beautiful cleansing, clearing things going on with Ramona Lapin, and what else? There was this beautiful newsletter from Lisa Renee, of course. There was the dark night, starry dark night firmament. The Holy Mother is all embracing the entire planet, the Earth, right? The new Earth grid, because the false matrix, the black magician grid, the Nephilim reversal grid, all is collapsing. And you can even see it, right, in your everyday life, or in political arena, or like the military, entertainment industry, media, science, technology, and so on. So connecting to your true self, right, that's the only way to go. And that's why, right, the inner work, simplifying your life. And I have the Ascension Guardian protocol, guys. So this is kind of what I've been really holding on to ride the wave of ascension, so we can override this whole, overriding the DARPA codes, right, the chimera group energy, by the Ashtar Command, the solar rishis. All these entity removals had to be happening, and there was all these interferences, like everywhere. For me, all being in touch with my soul group, my soul siblings in the military, whether it's the Marines or Super Marines, right? And also like dealing with the elite, the hybrid, there was the hybrid Anunnaki, Nazi, Pleiadian, that kind of energy, right? I had to be dealing with, because we have to cleanse the bloodline of the monarchy or the monarchs, right? The royalty, and we need to switch from that black nobility, mafia family back into the true, pure royalty of heavenly realms, okay? Whether it's the Pleiadians, with the Syrians, right? And we have Andromeda of the positive faction. There's also, Andromeda galaxy is extremely expansive, and with this whole Draco, going on, and these guys, the Draconians and the hybrid Anunnaki, they pretty much wanted to take over this planet and the solar system, this galaxy. So everything's under the law of one, Galactic Codex, Divine Invention. There's a New Earth jurisdiction. You can find it on my website. So we've been working, of the psychic attacks. Oh my God, it's been happening, for so long. So it's time to say no, but we have to shine the light. But we're dealing with the shadow government, the shadow military. So our shadow needs to be transformed, transmuted 100%. So it means the negative ego, right, needs to really go, or you need to have control over the negative ego. Man minus ego equals God, such as Sai Baba, right? As the cosmic solar Christ dragon. So this is the energy I work with, and so they've been helping us, or me, right? I'm like the portal, the conduit for these cosmic energies and galactic energies and interstellar energies, right? Coming here online, so clearing all this red wave frequency and the dark fleet, you know, with their directed energy weapon they have at Centrala in Israel, right? So this all net, you know, needs to, this net of this, the Nephilim, I mean, just the Chimera group, the CCP, I mean, you know what I'm saying, all that, everything of that inverted version of that black magic, sodomy, witchcrafting, sorcery. So yeah, just kind of you know, bring also the awareness of the mind control, right, of the Nazi. I talk about the Nazism 4.0, guys. I don't know, it's probably not on my YouTube channel anymore, so that's why I have to be very careful what I talk about. And remember, we've been all pretty much genetically modified through food, right? All these toxins in the air, you know, chemtrails, I mean, toxins everywhere, you know, fluoride in the water, all kinds of horrible chemicals. So, you know, removing all the toxins, right, with the colloidal silver, zeolite being a zinc, you know, superfood, distilled water, fasting. I mean, those who can afford this. And I'm here more for the younger generation, young veterans, right? My soul group. But you know, I had to deal with the echelon, so you know, that's the bloodline that kind of needs to see the consequences of their action, right? Those who are in those higher positions, because some of them are of that royalty, of that rose gray line, and we are here to help them to heal, they need to deprogram and rehabilitate their DNA. That's, you know, I belong to Ashtar family. You know, we're the Ashtar Command here, and of course the Cosmic Solar Christ, Solar Family, and of course Yeshua, right? The Christ, right? So, and energies of Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene. So we're bringing all these energies here online for people's activation, for their healing, for their transformation, right? And you know, it is not easy, but you know, we're doing the collective, planetary, interstellar, galactic, and cosmic work, especially, you know, the galactic wars that's been going on with Orion for millions of years, right? And then of course, you know, the timelines, the energies, you know, but the cataclysm in Atlantis, and before that was even the massacre in Lemuria, right? And all the lineages of the Essenes, you know, of the Holy Christ, of the Holy Grail, the Holy True Israel, right? We've been persecuted and, you know, ostracized and kind of murdered or killed, you know what I'm saying? So we're bringing everything into divine justice through aligning ourselves with the law of one, okay? And so that's why implementing yoga, like yoga Ayurveda, right? That's for my project. All these morals, ethics, virtues of our soul needs to come back online, like calling upon our soul, blending with our soul essence while doing all this purification and a resurrection work. So I've been surrounded here by these crows, you know, black crows, and they're very magical beings, and they always bring a message. You know, I'm very connected to that kind of energy. I know not everybody, but very interesting, like watching those birds. And I just got back from the beach. It's so beautiful still here, and it's unbelievable. Like, it's just like perfect little wind, like a breeze. And the sun, you know, it's not that strong, but it's just total, like, it's perfection. You know what I'm saying? The beach and the sun almost, it blends with the sky. I cannot sometimes even like recognize, like, the sun and the sky almost like blazing. I was like blending. It's blazing through, but it's like blending together. It's unbelievable. And it's just like, it can be very magical, right? So, we have to really, you know, just keep doing that inner work and just holding the high vibes. And it's very challenging. It's very, you know, it can be, well, very stressful. Also releasing lots of that emotional trauma. That's what's been happening for me for a couple of days. There was lots of sadness, grief, lots of sadness and grief. What happened to our lineages and those guys in the military, right? What was done to them through DARPA, right? So that's all now under the law of one, right? The Ashtar Command is in charge, okay? And this is how we are rolling here, and pretty much be fully reborn, right? The super consciousness, the superpowers are coming online, guys, and the frequency of grace. That's why I said it's very challenging, but at the same time, know that all is well, and we are riding the wave of the energies of grace, and just kind of, you know, radiate your power, being your power, superpower. Know that you're very powerful. We're God, we are sovereign, we are free, and we're bringing the unity consciousness here online, right? So connecting with source, with Godhead, with that sacred mind, with all that is through our sacred heart. So again, guys, I hope I inspire you, empower you. Remember, I am here just to, I'm your mirror, right? How you then interpret or how you understand my messages is the reflection of your consciousness, right? Of your mind. So just very important, guys, learning our lessons, and know that all is well. Many blessings, and namaste. Bye-bye.